Good morning. Good morning, good people from wherever you're watching. It's another beautiful afternoon here in Kenya in these semi-arid areas of a place called Machakos County. I trust that you are well, you're keeping well, and those of you who are experiencing winter the way we are, I hope you're keeping warm so that you do not get those pneumonia issues. So today, I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel, African Mom's World. Those who have not been around, you are most welcome. And here we talk about issues around mummies, African moms. Who really is an African mom? We interview people, we talk about it ourselves, and we try to unearth who really is an African woman. So today, I'm actually on a journey. I'm going to visit a friend. And if you're Kenyan, you know, we are undergoing very tough economic times. Where I am, the rains have just been around for a month and a half, and they disappeared. The crops that were doing very well suddenly dried up because we have not had rain for now over 2 months. So life is not the same. And bear in mind that generally the money is not in circulation as it normally has been. So I have a friend who is in need. She has several grandchildren. Something happened. Some of her children passed on, left her with grandchildren because they were single mothers. Others are actually single mothers. Her sons also have left her with children. And you know, being the African mom, you cannot refuse to take care of grandchildren. In fact, what we normally say is grandchildren are our pride. So when they come visiting, even if they are not going to stay around, it's really a nice time for you as a mom, a grandmother, to be very excited to have them around you. Actually, they keep you warm, they tell you stories, they remind you of your childhood, and you're able to come with them, give them stories, they ask questions, you cook, you teach them how to cook. Yeah, and even for the children, they are very happy when they go to their grandparents' homes because normally it is free time. We can just do what we want. Grandma will just say stop, 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 and she will not cane you. Very different from their mother. So today I decided to surprise her, and I'm taking her. Actually, I have a bag here, as you can see. I'm taking her some maize. I think that's what will push her for some times, because the African child, mostly in the rural areas, and they are on holiday, being so playful, they will actually need something that is heavy enough for their stomachs, so that they can play as much as they want. So I've also carried some beans, because beans are they can also make githeri, what we call maize and beans. Very easy to cook. And I'm just thinking that on this channel, maybe we need to add the bit of cooking, so that we see how these African moms cook. Do they use firewood? What do they normally use? So this place is quite semi-arid. Let me call it semi-arid. And it can get tough, because literally you have to buy everything. You have to buy everything. In other areas, at least you can struggle with school fees and other things, but when it comes to food, you have to bite. Oh, this sort of mine. Let me carry it this way so that it doesn't disturb me. Yeah, so I was saying, here you need money. And in terms of purchase, things are normally brought from the neighboring counties, as far off as central Kenya, western Kenya. You know, the cabbages, the little groceries. Right now, the only place you can get them are in greenhouses. And even the last time I checked, I think that's 2 weeks ago, where the greenhouses were, we really don't have much of. Most of the greenhouses have sold their stock, because they normally grow onions, tomatoes, green pepper. I've seen okra has also come in. But the other issue is they don't sell to the locals. Most of it is for other markets, not export. I haven't heard of export, but mainly is to other counties or to other towns where there is a greater market. Because from here, the locals actually will not buy at the price that they are selling for. So that's why at this time, it's just good for you to check out a friend, a neighbor. They might be going through difficult times. The beauty of my friend is actually she called and said, oh, my dear, things are not going well. My grandchildren have not been eating the way they should. Not even the way they should, but I actually have no maize. When someone tells you they have no maize for unga, for ugali, wow, just know that's just a tip of the iceberg. So don't be afraid, even if somebody has not reached out, but just check them. Check. You could save a life. Giving is something that we need to always bear in mind, that we should be there for each other, bearing one another's burdens. Some of us maybe have a lot. We are eating and have surplus. We are stocking for as far as 4-5 months. Other seasons will have come. So let's try and make other people's lives a little more comfortable, because even in the Bible it's very clear. When Jesus went somewhere to preach, he provided food. So even if you're able to provide for other things, maybe material things, at this time, people may be afraid to say they are passing through difficult times. Just food is good enough. So it's not that I have a lot. I'm also living in the same environment, but at least I had stocked a little. I can be able to afford to give out some and just give somebody an opportunity to smile, to sleep, because you know, on an empty stomach, my friend, there is no sleep. You'll count the stars even through that roof that is opaque. So I want to thank you for watching, and those who have not been around, you feel most welcome to our videos. Give a comment, tell us what you want to see on this channel, especially if you're from another county, another country, and you want to know what sort of village life there is in Kenya. See you in the next video.